YouTube, what's up? It's your girl Sherelle, and I am back with another review for Tyler Perry's Sistas. And if you're just tuning in for the very first time, be sure to subscribe to my channel, comment and like down below in the comments, and tell me what you think about Wednesday's night episode of Sisters. Be sure to share my video on your social media sites. And I know it's been a while since I did a review, but y'all, my notary business has been keeping me quite busy, and it's hard for me to get in here and just do a video. But I'm gonna try a little bit better. I'm gonna try a little bit harder, so yeah, so y'all already see it in the titles. Y'all already see the title, so let's get into it. And I'm gonna jump around a little bit, so please forgive me if I don't remember everything that happened on tonight's episode. So we open up with Preston's brothers down at Danny's job threaten her to stay away from Preston because they don't like African Americans. And Danny's looking at them like, whatever, I'm still gonna mess with him anyway. I like your brother like me, and that's all to it. So they are being very derogatory to her, calling her all types of what. And Zach rolls up, and Zach get up in their face, and next thing you know, Danny just takes off, walks off, and comes back with a golf cart, y'all, and runs them over. They all messed up and whatnot, and she's just looking. That Danny is crazy, but I wasn't expecting her to get a golf cart and run them over. I really wasn't. I can't take it with her. Danny and Zach, like, how do you still even have a job after all the stuff you do? And he's scared and frantic and like, why did you do that? And I'm like, Danny, don't they have cameras in the airport so they can see exactly what happened and what was going on? But yeah, y'all, they was doing the ultimate too much, threatening her. That's just the way how some people are in the world. So mean-spirited and black-hearted and ignorant, So they're afraid of change. They don't want change, and that's just that. But yeah, so let's get past that. That was hilarious. So let's see. We go to Sabrina and Maurice, and Maurice shows her the sexy light skin Calvin's drug results, as well as the new guy's drug results. I forget his name because he just came into, they just thrown him into the scene. But the new bank teller guy that works with Maurice and Sabrina. So we find out that the guy that was talking to Danny was lying on Calvin, and Calvin is not on drugs. Sabrina, honey, I'm going to need you to stop listening to other people if you ever want to have a relationship, a real true relationship with Calvin. See, because Calvin loved you. And in the words of Savannah's mother from Waiting to Exhale, he's a good man, Savannah. He's a good man, Sabrina. Calvin is a good man, Sabrina. But you just don't know that. You can't get right. He loved you. You sitting around here playing games with him because you want somebody like the bank teller. Okay? But see, somebody like Calvin will do you right and love you and adore you and treat you well. But you want somebody like the bank teller. Now, sometimes different will change your life for the better. So, it doesn't hurt to try different. Because sometimes different is better and will change your life for the better. Hint, hint. Food for thought, ladies. But anyhow, so she finds out, she's happy, and Maurice basically is like, stop playing with that man, and so forth and on. And he meets up with Calvin, and Calvin is fixing himself up to go out on a date. because Calvin is getting to the point where he's sick of Sabrina and her games and everything that she playing and how she acting towards him. He getting tired of her, and he gonna find him a good woman, Sabrina, and you gonna be on the outside looking in because you want to act a fool. Calvin ain't did nothing but do right by you. He ain't never lied to you. He ain't never cheat on you. And just because you can't take, he might be a little different. So what? He different. He different. So what? I mean, sometimes different to change your life for the better. But anywho, so Fatima walks up in the lawyer's office that she was dating, that she had a one-night stand with it and it didn't go well. And she basically asks him, did you say something to, what that boy name is? Zach. And he was like, and what if I did? He has a dark side to him. He likes Fatima, but I can see what Fatima is saying. He's arrogant. He seems sweet, but he's arrogant. And I understand what Fatima is saying. So, she's like, look, you better leave him alone and stay away from him and cut it out with the BS. I ain't got time for you. I don't want you. Stop threatening him and all this other stuff. And he is like, well, he's beneath you and all this other stuff. And she said, you're acting like a jerk. You could be one of them, very much so be one of them, and you want to act all high and mighty. See, that's probably one of the reasons why she can't get with you, because you want to act high and mighty and above everybody else. You acting Mr. High Society. So that probably turned her off about you, Mr. Lawyer Man. So, and on top of that, maybe because the sex wasn't all that good. So that's another reason why a woman can head for the border, don't want to put up with you. Because if the sex ain't good, she ain't gonna put up with you. The only reason why what's her name put up with Zach for so long, because the sex was good, and you can see Zach got it going on under his clothes and everything. Zach got it going on. So after that, she walks out. Andy hears her conversation with him and like, you and I need to have a talk. And then they start going back and forth, and she basically tells him, look, I don't want him. It's over. She's like, look, you can't be doing all of that here at work. You need to get a hold on that. And they have a girl moment, just chit-chatting, and they're just basically putting each other up on game in the name of sisterhood. And, they chuckle and have a good laugh and so forth and on. All right. Well, we're going to move past that. So all of the ladies meet up. And what I meant to say is too, y'all, is that Danny's calling Preston. Preston is not answering his phone. So she's worried. She's like, he's never not answering my phone call. We're going to get back to that in a minute. So anywho, all the ladies meet up at Sabrina's house to eat, and Danny and all of them are trying to talk to, what's that child name that was messing with Zach? I forget her name. I really do. I forget her name. And y'all forgive me. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Zach's ex-girlfriend, the one that's dating the preacher man. And yeah. So she's mad. She still thinks Zach used her credit card, and so she hot with him. She hot as fish grease with Zach. Okay? She ain't trying to hear nothing he has to say. She thinks he did it. Now, it's either two things, y'all, that I believe. Now, I believe that it could have been the preacher man that could have used her credit card. Or it could have been someone who stole her identity. And that's how I feel. But in the end, she's going to feel real stupid. And she's going to owe Zach. She already owes Zach. In my opinion, she's going to owe Zach an apology. She's going to have to apologize when she finds out it wasn't him. Because I believe in his heart of hearts that he didn't use her credit card. He might have been a cheat, a lie, a cheat, but I don't believe he would steal from her. I don't believe he would ever steal from her. So, you know, another thing too, Danny, she believes Zach didn't steal from her. Zach wound up telling her everything about how he's in this construction program for convicts. It's a construction program and he's trying to be on the right path and, trying to own his own business and get into real estate and yada, yada, yada. And she believes him. She talked to him and everything and let him know the car you see me driving was a company car and everything. And she's like, wow, like you're doing it. And he is doing it. And I hope Zach gets it together. And I believe Fatima is going to push Zach to greatness. And what that child name is, I forget her name. I can't think of her name right. It'll come to me somewhere down the line in this video, but she gonna regret leaving Zach alone. It may work with her and the preacher man, and it may not work with her and the preacher man. But I believe, in all honesty, she's going to be remorseful about leaving Zach and accusing Zach for stealing from her. And yeah, then we have all the ladies meeting up and they're making jokes about Sabrina's cooking. They go to Sabrina's house. Oh, I forgot to mention Andy. So she went back to, the guy that she was getting down with, who mother wasn't approval of them messing with each other because she felt like Andy was using her son to help her get over Gary, which she was. She was trying to use him to fulfill a void because you was mad with Gary, and you shouldn't do that and be playing with people's feelings like that, Andy, because he is a good man too, okay? Although he may live upstairs from his mother. And I don't think I want to date a guy that lives upstairs from his mother. Although my dad, when I lived in New Jersey, lived across the street from me. So is that bad? I remember my first apartment, my dad lived across the street from me. So I'm wondering to myself, is that as bad as your mother living downstairs from you? I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. I don't know. But yeah, they meet up, they talk, and he's like, I really want to get to know the Andy, the real Andy, and you use me like a piece of meat. And Andy's like, well, you are a piece of meat. I was like, oh my, how honest and vulgar we really are. But he's a good looking man too, but he's also a good man. But I can understand why she like Gary. You got your vanilla over here, and you got your chocolate over there. Forgive me, y'all. But anywho, so let's skirt past that and get back to the women. And everybody is going around the table and telling what's going on. And of course, Sabrina unveils Calvin is not on drugs. What that child name is says that Zach stole her money and how he blocked her. And Danny spills the bean. He blocked you because he got a new woman and he's trying to do the right thing and yada, yada, yada. And, everybody's around the table like, wow, good for Zach, like applauding him. And she's like, don't y'all see me right here? Like everybody taking his side and this, that, and the fourth, and everybody. So Sabrina's like, well, let me look into this to make sure, he didn't steal, that it was him. How do you know that Zach stole your money or used your card? And everybody, they just applauding Zach for his good work. And she feels some type of way. So Danny finally comes out and tells them about Preston and what his brothers did. And, they're looking like, well, do you think he sent them there? She said, no, I don't believe Preston did that because Preston is not that type of person. Because he's not. Preston is another good man. He's a sweetheart. You know, he cooks for Danny. He loves on Danny. He's just all about Danny. And he adores Danny. And Danny knows that. Danny knows she could be the real her with Preston, and Preston loves him some Danny. He didn't say he loved her yet, but he truly do like her. So now they finish up and they popping bottles open and they telling Sabrina, hurry up and fix that that bland food for us because I'm hungry, and hurry up and put some salt in it. So we skirt past that. It wasn't too much in this episode. It wasn't giving me too much, y'all. But bear with me. So Danny goes home. She pulls up. Long and behold, who's in front of her door that she could not get in contact with all day? Preston. Sitting in front of her door, beat up, eyes blackened, because clearly his brothers was mad and beat him up because Danny ran them over. And they want to know why you messing with that African American girl. I'm not going to say gal, because that's offensive. But yeah. So we're going to see what happens on next episode and what Preston has to say. But see, I knew it was a reason why Preston wasn't answering that daggone phone. Because his brothers probably done took his phone and beat him up. And he got away. And look where he go. Straight to Danny's house. Now, Danny, you're going to probably have to let Preston move in with you, but it'll probably be good because he can cook and he got a job. Or he don't mind working. And he's really into you. And you can have somebody help you with your bills because, girl, you know you need help with your bills. You're struggling. You got a job, but you're still struggling. But you and Preston, I like that look. But anywho, that's my review for Sisters. I didn't do nothing extremely long, but until next time, till next review, be sure, once again, to like down below, comment down below, and tell me what do y'all think is going to happen in the season to come. Tell me what y'all think about Wednesday night episode of Sisters. And I want to know what some of y'all predictions. What are y'all thoughts? How are y'all feeling? Do you got any tea for me too? Because I don't got no tea as of now. No, I don't. But anywho, till next time, Shugs. See ya.